What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle here today, guys, talking about key links and are they still important in the meta of the game now. I've noticed something as of recently. Actually, this has been happening for a couple months actually. Bandai is giving out a lot of rebirth in Dokkan Awakenings to older units, and we're seeing a lot of the old units rebirth in Dokkan Awaken with key passive and also attack and defensive passives as well. And that for sure renders a lot of the linking keys such as Shocking Speed, Overnight Flash, Prepare for Battle, Fear and Fate, the top tier one, renders them pretty irrelevant because in some of the cases of, let's say, the Phys Bardock, the physical Bardock got Dokkan Awakening. His Dokkan Awakening passive is now when you have HP about 30%, you get 2 key and attack up by 20%. So he's providing 2 key as a passive when you meet the HP requirement with 30%. Is pretty easy to meet. Also, we can look at the new Int Godku. Now, why do I keep calling him Godku? The Int buff Goku, the World Tournament one, that got Dokkan Awakening. He Dokkan Awakens into a passive having 2 key and attack and defense at 25% up for intelligence and tech units. We can even look at the World Tournament Gohan that just recently dropped not too long ago. He provides 2 key and 25% attack up for all super characters. We can even look at Rose and base form Goku Black on Global. They provide 3 key as a passive for extreme types, that is. We can look at units like the Int Weeds providing 2 key and a defense and attack up as well. There's a lot of units, guys. So many units who are now coming out and being amazing supporting units for their respective types. Like the buff Goku is now a staple on Mono Int because he provides so much to the team, so much additional attack and defense along with the additional keys as well. It really prompts the question, is key links even something to consider? Because in the past when I build teams around key links because I want to make sure that I get off super attacks to my characters. If I don't get off supers, then I probably cannot kill the opponent and I'll die eventually because I'm going to run out of items and that's going to suck, right? So in the past, we really wanted to build teams around, okay, well, who shares key links? You know, Shocking Speed, who has Overnight Flash, who has Fear of Battle. If I'm doing more villains, okay, who has Fear and Faith? If I want to be like specific teams with like specific type of units, I guess you can do Android links. I think it's Infinite Energy or something like that. That's the Android link. But these days, that's not really anything to consider because if you have, let's say in my case, when I build teams, I pretty much have 2 supporting units per team. So my Mono Int, I have 2 supporting units, being the buff Goku providing 2 key and 25% attack and defense up, and also the Int Whis once again providing 2 key and attack and defense up by 20%. So they provide key buffs and also attack and defensive buffs as well. With them in the rotation, it's somewhat irrelevant to also stack key links on top of that because there's such a thing as too much key. In the form of, let's say, Gotenks, or if you want to run the STR Cell, there's such a thing as too much key because they benefit from Cell doesn't really benefit from having a lesser key, but you can actually launch a super attack at, I think it's 9, 10, or 11 key. The 11 one, of course, is a mass attack, so you don't want to get that one off if you're not in the World Tournament. But, you know, in the form of Super Saiyan Gotenks, now Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, I should say, his best attack is 11 key. If you have, let's say, the TN now, we know TN provides 3 key and a attack and defense up for, which would be for Gotenks. He also have Overnight Flash. The Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku also has Overnight Flash. So pretty much Gotenks, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks will always be at 12 key. That kills him, okay? If he didn't have Overnight Flash, he'll be perfect because now we have TN who provides key as a passive. So there's such a thing as too much key based on the unit you're talking about. Obviously, Gotenks, probably one of the only units in the game that benefits from not getting a full 12 key super. But, you know, we're seeing every single typing getting their own 3 key and 40% attack and defense up when their, you know, mono banners drop. Like we have the Kid Gohan and also the Scudder Vegeta for Int. We have TN in second form Cell for tech, and we have the Gohan and Super Buu for Fizz. So every single one of these typings are getting their own key supporter, on top of having like World Tournament cards that also provide key, that also provide all these buffs. So literally, key links are pretty much becoming irrelevant. Now, this is also specific if you have these units. If you don't, then of course, build your team around units that link well together. Like if you don't have the new Gohan, the Int Gohan, or if you don't have the TN or, you know, second form Cell, you don't have these key supporting units, then still build your team around units that have Prepare for Battle, Shocking Speed, Overnight Flash, Fear and Faith. You know, you can definitely still do that. That's still very viable. But if you are like me, who have the majority of these units, it's pretty much irrelevant to run teams based on just their key links. Now these days I'm running teams more so on their attack links, being Super Saiyan. If I'm running like all Super Saiyan team, pretty much all Super Saiyans have prepare for battle anyway, so you really can't avoid, you know, putting a Super Saiyan team together that doesn't have prepare for battle. That's pretty much impossible. Pretty much all Super Saiyans besides the Super Saiyan 3 threes have prepare for battle. But for the most part, you know, I'm trying to link units together who, you know, share a lot of attack links, like I said. Over on the villain side, I'm trying to get a lot of Nightmare going on, a lot of big bad bosses, a lot of another villain link that's important. I don't know, maybe Berserk or something like that. That's not really a villain link, but you know, I guess some units have that. So you kind of get the idea of what I'm saying here. For extreme, I mean, you can run, like I say, if you're on global, this could still work on JP, because on JP we have the World Tournament Demon King Piccolo. He provides 3 key and a 25% attack up for all extreme types. So if you have him on a villain's team with Rose, you can probably get away with a double Murzamasu lead. You probably could, because you have 2 units providing 3 key as a passive, plus you still have links going on as well. So, you know, this is why it's possible to run double Murzamasu providing 1 key as a leadership ability. You can get away with this. On global, you can, it's like overkill on global, because like I say, Rose and Goku Black, plus you have the Demon King Piccolo, all providing 3 key. It is too much key, literally, guys. So it's not too much key, but you know what I mean. In terms of the Murzamasu lead, it is good amount of key for you to still get your supers off and not have to worry about never getting supers off, because you still have so much key as a passive from all these units. Plus in the future we will get more supporting units as well. Like you can run the cooler, the metal cooler, the intelligence one. He Dokkan Awakens, I think his passive goes to 2 key and 30% attack up, I believe so. So as you can see, there's teams that you can now build, because there's so many supporting units out there that provide key as a passive. Whereas you couldn't build the teams at all, because you had to rely so much on links, and not every single unit, the top tier unit, shares the same links with that unit. Like we have Super 17, he only has shocking speed. We have the Int Kid Buu, who doesn't have any key links at all. None. And people were like, wow, this sucks that Kid Buu does not have any key links. He's not that great. Kid Buu is perfectly fine. He's actually way better, because all he has is attack links. He can hit freaking ridiculously hard, and you have so much support on a mono int team. Now having the Scouter Vegeta, having the Metal Cooler, again, if you have these units, it works. If you don't, then still build teams around units who share a key link, because you want to get supers off. But it could work, guys. So something that I noticed, and something that I just wanted to make a video on, because it makes sense to me. I mean, you know, you can kind of see how the importance of key links are dying. All this shocking speed and Overturn Flash and Fear and Faith is becoming less relevant as they bring out more units, because more units are now getting passive abilities that replace what a key link would provide. So you know what, I think it's decent. In terms of Super Saiyan 3, Gotenks, it sucks, because he's a staple on a mono tech team, a mono super tech team that is, and it does kill him greatly, because he pretty much can never get off his 11 key super. But you know, pretty much every other team is fine. Every other team works perfectly. And we still need the 3 key and 40% attack and defense up for STR and AGL, right? Yeah, we need those 2. Anyways, guys, so just a quick video that I want to make, pointing this out, and I don't really mind it, to be honest. You know, like I said, typically these days I'm running 2 supporting units, and it pretty much is impossible for me to not get supers off. So I hope they come with more leads that have like 1 key or 2 key and a higher attack and defensive buff, a higher attack HP and defensive buff, because it is now possible to run leaders, run units, I should say, or run teams that doesn't really need like key leader abilities or like additional links. I mean, you still need a leadership key link ability or something, but you know, you can pretty much carry the team pretty much on the passive link, the passive key link alone. So anyways, guys, quick video. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, comment down below. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you agree with me, let me know down below. If you don't, let me know down below. Like I said, it depends on the units you have. It depends on what's in your box, guys. Not everyone has these units, but if you do, then pretty much you can get away with not running a team based on the key links. Just worry about the passive, right? Anyways, see you next time. Bye-bye.